Okay, we're good.
Okay, we'd like to welcome everybody to the Cambridge City Council special meeting held Monday, September 15th, 7 p.m. at 80 South Superior Street. We'll begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. Gene, could you lead us in that, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, the purpose of this meeting is to award a bid on US 95 sidewalks Phase 3, contingent on, well, no, we're not doing that part of it. Corey, you vetted all the bids. Do you want to go through that with us?
I vetted the bids.
Actually, JUB vetted all the
JB
bids.
vetted the bids.
Well, then you talk to JUB.
So we had 5 bids. The first 2 came in pretty high, which I didn't bring anything with me. See here. So we had bids from Falvey's Excavation, Braun Jensen, Moreno and Nelson, Terrico, and Schrader and Brent. Schrader and Brent came in over $1 million for base bid plus the 2 alternates. Let's see, Terrico Excavation was second highest at $627,000. The apparent low bid initially was Falvey's Excavation, but their bid was incomplete.
What does it mean unresponsive at the bottom?
I don't know what JUB told us in the bid opening was that their bid pack, the bid that they turned in was incomplete. So
Well, what I'm just
some of the
asking,
things that they were required to include, they didn't. So I'm assuming that means that they were unresponsive on those things, which
okay.
JUB didn't tell us specifically what was missing. But they
I
are,
think it did on an asterisk down there.
is it? Mm-hmm. And which one of these? Hmm?
Maybe it was on their cover. I don't know if I put it on their cover.
Second lowest was Braun Jensen at $424,000 for base bid plus the 2 alternates, and then Moreno and Nelson came in at $432,000. So the 3 higher ones all say bid tab errors, which I don't know what that means. If those were errors on their part. Matt didn't explain any of that to me.
Any ideas, Darren?
On the tab errors?
Yeah.
Well, what they could mean is they didn't tabulate. So usually when the
don't see
government
it.
does a
Asterisk.
bid, they do it based off
Where's
the
the
unit
bid tab
price.
errors?
And some guys
It
don't
says
do
bid
the
tab
conversion
errors.
right, where they take the unit price
Right.
times the quantity.
Yeah,
And so.
he was
you
the
know,
only
total up the
responsive one.
totals, but if the unit prices are different.
They were
go
responsive
back
too.
and
Responsive.
recalculate.
But they had made
Bid
errors
tab
how
errors.
they calculated it.
So do you have any idea what unresponsive would mean?
Yeah, unresponsive means they didn't turn in all the paperwork. They didn't dot every I and cross every T
Okay.
like they're supposed to. So
Just-
like if they didn't put a license number in there, or if they didn't, there was several documents they were supposed to sign or include, if they didn't include that.
Okay.
They can be called unresponsive for that.
Yeah.
So when I was working for Peter Kiewit Sons, we did, just before I started for them, they did a job in Reno, Nevada. It was a $30 million intersection in the middle of town. And they used to read the guy would be all paper to turn in. And so we'd have a guy sitting there on the phone out in Reno, and the estimators would be telling him what to write in the book, and it's like 8 pages or 10 pages, and they'd be $8.30, $5.20, $16.09, and then they said like $2.20. So the guy wrote $220, and the other guy meant $2.20. So at the end of the day, they re-added all the unit prices up, even though our price said 30 million, and it made it like $1 billion. So
Oh.
so that was a bid tab error.
Okay,
that we made is when they retap, because they go off a unit price, they don't go off of what the total says. And so when they redid all our unit prices, we weren't low anymore. So that's probably what that means.
What always highlighted.
yeah.
So I found the spot here in the thing. It says 4 of the 5 bids received appear to have been executed properly. Falvey's excavation bid is missing the following required forms and is considered unresponsive as it is non-compliant with the requirements of the invitation to bid. Signed and attached addendum 1, bidder's drug-free workplace affidavit and prompt payment affidavit. So that's what they were missing in their bid. So based on that, as Matt put it, the apparent low bid was Braun Jensen at $424,000 for base bid plus alternates 1 and 2. See, so the original estimated cost of construction for all of it was $471,660. Plus a non-bid contingency amount for construction of $22,500. And JUB recommends the city move forward with the notice of award for base bid, including alternative 1 and alternative 2. And this was before we got the email this afternoon that said the funds were obligated for this year. So before that, they weren't obligated yet. So we can award the bid not contingent upon obligation of funds because they're there.
They're there. Perfect.
So Sam says the city can officially award the contract to the contractor and move forward with construction. That's the LTAC guy. But I wanted to go over the funds with you a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, so the bid's $424,000. There's only $384,000 of construction money in the project left, so that's a difference of $40,000. And we have to pay 0.734% of that $424,000, which is $31,121.60. And but I did budget $50,000 again this year, even the same amount I budgeted last year, just in case there was something. Even though we've paid the engineering part of our budget. So that helps out. And ITD actually in the contract with that supplemental that we signed last year for the 2 approaches that we're doing.
We're doing four ped ramps.
4
in
ped
this
ramps.
program.
That's $26,022, and we have to pay the 7.34% instead of ITD on that, which is $1,910. So that's a $24,000 difference, but that will be reimbursed to us. So that reimbursement should cover the difference of what we have to pay.
Perfect.
Okay.
So we'll just have to pay for change orders out of. Cha-ching orders, is that what they call them?
Well, I'll make a motion to award the bid to Braun Jensen for the Phase 3 US 95 sidewalks.
In the amount of?
Second.
In the amount of?
Oh, in the amount of $424,000.
You still second that, Del Rey?
I second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Make a motion, we adjourn.
Then moved and seconded, we adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
That was a fast meeting.